Hello, in this video, we're focusing on the practical concepts that you can actually apply in the real business world. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get on with it. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to DeepSeek, a rapidly growing AI startup based in China that is on the verge of reaching an impressive valuation of 45 billion US dollars. Known for its innovative technology and forward-thinking approach, DeepSeek is making significant waves in the AI industry. As you can see from the images, the company's focus is on advanced AI solutions, symbolized by their dynamic logo featuring a whale, representing depth and exploration, and a digital hand holding a smartphone, which highlights their emphasis on mobile and accessible AI applications. This sets the stage for us to explore how DeepSeek has grown to become a major player in the AI landscape. In early 2025, a relatively unknown AI lab in China launched a language model that caught the tech world by surprise. It shook Silicon Valley, briefly cutting billions off US tech companies' valuations and forcing everyone, from investors to policymakers and engineers, to rethink long-held beliefs about what it takes to build cutting-edge AI. Breakthrough showed that you no longer need endless funding, Western hardware, or closed systems to develop top-tier artificial intelligence. Just over a year later, that startup, DeepSeek, is now on the verge of reaching a valuation of $45 billion, according to major news outlets. This isn't because they dominate the market or revenues, but because they've demonstrated that highly efficient AI models can compete with the best globally. For China, this is a step toward technological independence. For investors, it signals a chance for significant gains in a changing AI landscape. And for the global tech community, it could represent a lasting shift in how AI development progresses. DeepSeek was founded in 2023 in Hangzhou by Liang Wenfeng, a billionaire known for his work in quantitative hedge funds and high-frequency trading with his firm High Flyer. Unlike many startups that rely on venture capital, DeepSeek has chosen to operate as a fully self-funded research lab. This approach allows them to maintain intellectual independence and focus on developing advanced AI models with a long-term perspective. Their goals set them apart from many Western AI companies. They prioritize technological efficiency by creating state-of-the-art models that require significantly less computing power. At the same time, they aim to lead in open-weight AI by releasing models with publicly available weights, which helps accelerate adoption across the industry and encourages collaboration. This combination of innovation, resource efficiency, and openness defines DeepSeek's unique approach to advancing AI technology. DeepSeek aims to establish Chinese AI sovereignty by reducing dependence on US-made chips and proprietary platforms, strengthening local control over critical technology. At the same time, it focuses on attracting top-tier researchers by offering them influence, freedom in their work, and equity participation, which is a unique approach compared to other AI labs like OpenAI or Anthropic. Their goal is not primarily about making money, but about proving that leadership in AI can be achieved through innovative architectures and talent, rather than just through massive capital investment. DeepSeek apart as a company driven by vision and technical breakthroughs, committed to reshaping the AI landscape from within China. DeepSeek surprised many by training their R1 reasoning model and its successors for under $6 million, a fraction of the more than $100 million typically estimated for models like GPT-4. This was possible due to several key innovations. They use sparse activation architectures, which focus computing power more efficiently, optimize training schedules that make the best use of time and resources, novel data selection techniques to ensure the most relevant information is prioritized, and aggressive hardware-software co-design, meaning they develop their systems in close integration to maximize performance and minimize cost. The approach challenged the common belief that building bigger models with more resources is always the better path, showing instead that smarter, leaner designs can compete effectively at much lower costs. DeepSeek's decision to make its models open weight has played a key role in driving growth. By allowing developers worldwide to inspect, modify, and deploy these models freely, they've accelerated adoption on a global scale and gathered extensive real-world usage data. This openness has also helped build trust and goodwill with both the developer community and policymakers, particularly in China, where government leaders openly support DeepSeek as a symbol of leadership in open source AI. At the same time, DeepSeek has navigated significant challenges in hardware access due to US export restrictions on advanced NVIDIA chips. The company responded by optimizing its AI models to run efficiently on domestic alternatives, like Huawei's Ascend processors. This strategy aligns well with China's semiconductor policy and has positioned DeepSeek as a strong candidate for investment from state-backed sources, reinforcing its competitive edge at a lower cost. DeepSeek's valuation surge is largely driven by two key factors. First, independent benchmarks have shown their models performing at or near the level of leading Western counterparts in key areas like reasoning, coding, and multilingual inference. While DeepSeek is still working to close some gaps in frontier capabilities, the rapid improvement has boosted investor confidence significantly. Second, the company has gained substantial strategic support through alignment with China's Integrated Circuit Industry Investment Fund, often called the Big Fund. This state-backed vehicle, managing over $60 billion, is leading the current fundraising round, marking a major vote of confidence as DeepSeek's first big investment from this fund. This partnership reduces several critical risks for DeepSeek, including regulatory hurdles, uncertainty around capital availability, and challenges in securing infrastructure access, making the company a more stable and attractive investment. Together, these factors highlight why DeepSeek is gaining momentum in both technology development and financial backing. DeepSeek's rapid rise can largely be attributed to its focus on talent and a research-driven culture. Instead of hiring based on corporate resumes, they aggressively recruit top mathematicians from leading Chinese universities, maintaining a rigorous approach that most commercial AI firms have moved away from. This mindset fosters a lab-like environment where innovation happens quickly and continuously. Additionally, DeepSeek's breakthrough has resonated globally, with venture capitalist Mark Andreessen calling it a Sputnik moment because it showed what can be achieved even with limited resources, rather than just highlighting revenue growth. This combination of deep expertise and symbolic importance has played a key role in driving DeepSeek's valuation surge. The fundraising targets a valuation between $45 and $50 billion, with plans to raise about $3 to $4 billion in capital. The leading backer is the China Integrated Circuit Industry Investment Fund, with potential co-investors like Tencent and Alibaba involved. Despite DeepSeek generating limited direct revenue, largely because many of its models are freely accessible, its valuation is driven more by strategic value and expectations than by current earnings or cash flow. This situation places DeepSeek in a category similar to early internet infrastructure companies rather than traditional software as a service firms, highlighting its importance in China's AI sovereignty and technological independence strategies. The capital raised is primarily being used for a large-scale expansion of compute infrastructure, which is essential to support the ongoing development and deployment of advanced AI models. A significant portion also goes toward procuring chips domestically, reflecting a strategic focus on supply chain security and self-reliance. Employee equity compensation is another key use, designed to retain top talent amid intense competition and poaching from other players in the industry. This fundraising round not only fuels growth, but also sets a formal market valuation, which helps establish stock-based incentives. These incentives are critical for aligning employee interests with the company's long-term success, creating a solid foundation as the firm continues to innovate in a fiercely competitive environment. DeepSeek faces several significant risks despite its current momentum. One major challenge is talent attrition, with skilled professionals being drawn away by competitors backed by ByteDance, Alibaba, and Tencent. There is also uncertainty around how sustainable the revenue models will be in the long run, which creates commercial ambiguity. International expansion is limited due to censorship concerns and issues related to data sovereignty, which restrict where and how DeepSeek's technology can be adopted. Additionally, as the AI field shifts towards more advanced agent-based architectures, compute costs are rising, putting financial pressure on the company. Lastly, DeepSeek's valuation is strongly tied to its strategic relevance, but this can be volatile if political dynamics or technological assumptions change unexpectedly. These risks underline the complexity of maintaining growth and value in a rapidly evolving and competitive landscape. DeepSeek's valuation approaching $45 billion is more than just a financial milestone. It signals a major shift in the global AI landscape. The company has shown that leading in AI doesn't require massive spending, proving that open models can align with national priorities and that hardware limitations can actually spur new innovations in AI architecture. Whether DeepSeek ends up dominating key markets or stays focused on research within China's AI ecosystem, its growth has already reshaped how the game is played. For investors, policymakers, and technologists, DeepSeek reflects the true direction AI is heading. In this sense, the valuation is less important than the lasting impact it has already made on the industry. If you found this video useful, there's plenty of more business and finance videos on the channel that you'll enjoy watching and get great practical value from. In the meantime, thanks for watching.